Hello, my little weirdos. Got a bunch of things going on today. My wrist is killing me. But I was reading something that I find quite hysterical in an odd way. Since the Trumps have been around in politics, they have manufactured this, liberals hate Christmas. Liberals tried to cancel Christmas. When he got in the first time, I saved Christmas. You don't have to say, season's greetings. You can be Merry, which was all bullshit because nobody banned you from saying anything ever. And I know Fox made a huge freaking deal when their middle holiday tree was set on fire, but it was a fire trap, and they were told that. And it was a homeless guy that, whatever. But they made such a deal about that. And, he must be a Democrat and all this crap, Well, lo and behold, Republicans may have possibly just completely ruined Christmas for children. I was reading, and I was reading The Independent happened to say hundreds of toy. Now remember, things for like Thanksgiving or Halloween are going to start coming in like in the middle of the summer. Y'all know that. They're like a season or so ahead, right? They have to be to get the stuff here and to get it into your homes. The Dollar Tree is always like 2 months. They're setting out St. Patrick's Day stuff like immediately after Christmas, before New Year's is even done. And Christmas they had the Valentine's Day stuff. Hundreds of toy makers have canceled orders since President Donald Trump imposed hefty tariffs on China, raising the prospect of a nightmare before Christmas. Earlier this month, Trump imposed a 145% levy on China, which is responsible for producing 80% of all toys and 90% of Christmas goods sold in America, according to the New York Times. Now, smaller toy manufacturers have been forced to cancel orders due to the markups. In a Toy Association survey of 410 small and medium-sized toy manufacturers taken this month, 64% of small toy companies and 80% of mid-sized toy companies said they've canceled orders. Meanwhile, roughly half said they would go out of business within weeks or months if U.S. tariffs on China remained in place. We have a frozen supply chain that is putting Christmas at risk, Greg Ahern, president of CEO of Toy Association, told the Times. If we don't start production soon, there's a high probability of a toy shortage this holiday season. My. Who's canceling Christmas? Who's ruining Christmas? Who's infringing on Christmas? That's the Republicans. Imagine that. Let's see how right-wing controlled media spins that one. Ooh, China's being spiteful and they just won't make the things, I'm sure they're going to say. But, I was happened to be looking just to see for any kind of fall for next year's spring bulbs, things like daffodils, hyacinth, um, tulips, iris, things that come up. Well, iris a little later, but the ones that we just saw up, those are the early spring ones. Those have to be planted in here, in my time zone, in my planting zone, have to be done in the fall. So you have to kind of start looking at putting your orders in now so they know how, to process. Right. Those have gone up from, like, I would see a mixed gladiolas, or I mean mixed daffodils for $35, 20 bulbs for $35, let's just say. Now it's like $126. I ain't joking you. It's like $126. So flower bulbs are definitely costing now. They're definitely costing, guys. Because they were looking in advance, and I guarantee you tulips, because some of those flowers, some of those bulb things, some of those farms are in the States, but a lot of them, even if they're in the States, the company itself is stateside. They import some of their stuff. They don't get it all from U.S. It's not all, U.S. grown and, harvested. It's it's other countries that are well known for flowers and things like, I don't know, tulips, daffodil, yeah. So it's hitting the gardeners already. I mean, you're already seeing the prices. We're like, yeah, gonna have to go for a company that, does it, or the smaller companies that are like the little local farm type things, and just have them ship it instead of, because even that will be cheaper than the places most of us normally would, because we don't know the local things in other states. So a lot of us will go local first, and then if we can't find something, we're looking for a specific name of a hybrid, or something like that. We'll start looking at the bigger places. Well, those bigger places get some of their stuff imported, so they're ruining gardening and Christmas. Republicans are ruining gardening and Christmas. Hey, they are.